Aloha, siblings. My name is Bill, and my pronouns are he, him, and his. And I am also the atheist anarchist advocating agape. I just love the little thing. That's my slogan for my vlog channel. Link in the description. This video will be me playing Sokoban. I've picked a game that looks fairly simple conceptually, but is like long, so there'll be a lot of moves. But like it should be pretty easy, you know, so that we can all just follow along and gel out. I think that's about, that's what's going to be happening in this video. But before I do that, let me do all of the YouTube stuff. So, as I mentioned before, I have a vlog channel. I also have a music channel. There's links to those in the description. Otherwise, if you like my videos, obviously click the like button. Subscribe, click the notification bell. Comment on the video, comment on other people's comments. Have a conversation about the silly nonsense that I do. And share it with your friends, too. Also, I do a live stream every Saturday night at 8 p.m., at least as of time of recording this. So 2025, excuse me. Every Saturday night at 8 o'clock California time. So yeah, that's okay, Mr. Tongue-Tied Bill. Okay, so let's kind of mellow out. Let's slow down. Let's go do the gaming thing. So without further ado, here we are. So here it is. It's well, it's big. I hope you guys can make everything out. I just realized that this is kind of small in the screen, isn't it? Well, it is what it is. So let me know if it is too fiddly and small, but it seemed like a good puzzle to do just from the ASMR. Easy to understand, but a lot of moves to watch kind of thing. So I'm going to go down. Well, here, I'll just look at what I've been thinking about here. I struggle with these checkerboard types because I tend to not be paying attention to what I'm doing, and I tie things in knots. But I think I can just push these two over here, and that makes this little beep, 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 beep structure. But I think, because that'll let me have space down here to push things through, and I think I can just put everybody around that little thing. And then it looks like I have more than enough room to fill everything in. I'll do these ones first at the top, and then do these ones on the bottom, of course saving the very last straight line for the end. I think that's how it's going to go. It looks fairly straightforward, unless there's some weird thing that I'm just not seeing. And I'm in the wrong window. There we go. Oops, I didn't want to go there. I wanted to come here, and then go there. I think that will all still work, so let's just do this. Boink. Okay, I just realized I'm just going along playing this game and I'm not even saying anything. So here we go. Let's push this row there. Now do I want to do it? I think I should do it alternating, shouldn't I? Otherwise, if I fill this whole row in here, when I want to fill the other side, I'm going to have to come all the way down here to push it, right? You see what I'm saying? So I think it'll be, well, I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to have anything like the 1800. And, alright, so if I do this, right, and, oops, let's get out of there, right, okay, up, push this one down, and push this one over. I guess it's the same one, isn't it? So let's go up and get another one. And now let's push it down, and push it over, and down, and over, and up. And let's peel this one off here. And now we'll do this side. And now we're going to push this one down. And we'll push this one let's go get up here. And now we'll come down here, and we'll go over, and we'll come down, we'll go over. Oh, you know, some of you may have noticed that this is another computer gameplay video that's happening on a Monday, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I do gameplay Monday videos, is pretty common. But I was doing like mind test, like a computer game, and then mind test, and then I was going to try and do like, you know, solitaire, backgammon, those types of things. However, I have decided yet again to change my scheduling ideas. I think it's going to be an ongoing thing. I don't know if I'm ever going to be happy with the way I schedule things. So you'll just have to suffer through my weird scheduling shenanigans. But, so I think I'm just going to do gameplays on Mondays. Or, you know, do it so that they release on Mondays anyway. I don't know if I'll always play them on Monday. Like this one I am, because I just got behind. And actually I was working on a different thing. And anyway, it didn't work, so we're doing this today. And anyway, it got me to thinking that people have really kind of, I don't know where it came from, but liking the lo-fi mic on this headset. Which is, okay, yeah, that's fine. But, what was I going to say now? Oh, okay, so that, so every Monday is basically going to be a game that's using the headset, I guess, so, you know. Then I'm thinking all the other videos will likely not use the headset, if you see what I mean, right? Anyway, the gist being that I'm just going to, you know, Mondays will always be some kind of computer game, every other one being a mind test one. And then there will be, and then I don't know, right? That's the thing I've decided is that when I schedule, I'm not going to schedule the other ones. You know what I mean? I'm just going to make things that aren't gameplay. And they'll just be on days other than Monday. And then however I can record them and schedule them is, I don't think I'll ever do videos like 2 days in a row kind of thing, so it'll always be like at least one day between them. It's like a, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing at most probably, and then of course live stream on Saturday. That would be a pretty busy week, I think, at least for me, you know. But so something like that, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or maybe a Monday, Thursday, something along those lines, but just depends on if I'm going to be doing 1 or 2 videos that week is the thing, I guess. I'd like to do is get to the place where I can get myself like ahead by a bunch of videos so that I can have a buffer, like so in case I get sick or if I want to go on a vacation or, you know, that kind of thing. Which, I mean, that's nothing new, right? That's, you know, a lot of YouTubers do that kind of thing. So now I think, I feel like I'm going to keep doing a weird thing here, so I'm going to just start pushing all those ones through like that, just because, I don't know. I've given up on the notion of trying to find the shortest route, so I'm just going to do things that amuse me. So what's going to amuse me on this particular thing is I'm going to go up. See, I'm starting to get all whispery and conspiratorial now. So we're going to do this, and I'm just going to do these every other row. So it'll just be easier to sneak those out and sort of take apart that structure. And there we go. And now we're going to come down and going to go over. So the other videos that aren't going to be gameplay will be more or less what you're used to seeing, you know what I mean? So occasionally a show and tell, occasionally reading a story, occasionally some weirdness of NNSBB, which who knows what that will ever be, right? What else do I normally do? Shows and tells. Oh, I occasionally do countdowns or some sort of guided meditation thing, I suppose. Anyway, so we'll see how this goes. My goal, though, is to get to the place that I'm doing, you know, like maybe 10 videos a month, something like that, in that ballpark. So I guess that averages, you know, roughly an average of every 3 days kind of a thing. That doesn't seem like a horrible average. You know, I should be able to pull that off, I think. Well, we'll find out, won't we? And let's come up here, and now we'll do this guy. Oops, let's push that all the way down. Here we go, here we are. Now let's get this, and then now let me get this. And, you know, I might end up doing a whole nother. I was thinking since this was going to be like more than 1,000 moves easily, that it was going to take me longer, but, so I may have to go find another game. And, because this is going to be only like 15 minutes or something. Maybe I'm just going too fast. Maybe I need to find another game and just try to be a little bit slower or something. Or I don't know. I don't feel like I've been too racy or anything like that, but maybe. Anyway, let's go over here like this. Man, the pooches are going crazy upstairs. It barely seems to be registering on the audio meter though, so I'm hoping it's just not getting through on the little mic here on my headset. There we are. And for those of you who are following along the oddball nonsense that happens in Bill's life, I have just a few days ago went and acquired some more plants for the garden. As many of you will have seen the video for it and or seen me talk about it on the live stream. I'm doing a garden in our front yard rather than having it just be the desolate bit of dirt and whatever that it has been. And anyway, so I bought some 3 yarrow plants. They're just plain common white yarrow. And I bought 2 fuchsia plants. And I bought 2 sticky monkey bush plants. And oh yeah, and then I bought it's a California buckwheat, but it's the one that has red blooms on, or red flowers. They're actually more of a pink color if you ask me, but I really like them. Anyway, we've picked the stuff and it's just for complete whatever. I've previously put in some coyote mint. I put in 4, but a feral cat used our garden for its litter box and for whatever reason, it decided to go scratch around by one of the baby coyote mint plants. Because I've just been buying these really tiny little plants and then planting those in the ground. The other three look really good though, so I think they're going to be fine. But anyway, so I want them to be California natives. I want them to be fairly drought tolerant. I want them to be resistant to deer and other critters like that, but I want them to be attractors for pollinators. And there's a couple of, like the lady that lives across the street from us, she's got a similar sort of garden already fairly mature, and well, not fairly, it's mature, and she's got all kinds of local California plants growing in her yard. And our next door neighbor, they've actually only moved in like a couple of years ago, but they also have a pretty nice yard that is mostly California native stuff. That's kind of the inspiration. I see these yards that our neighbors had, and I went, wow, that's really cool. And it seems like once you do the initial work of getting it put in, that it's, well, here, since I'm just talking, I'll, go do this here real quick. That once you've done the initial work of setting it up, that it's, becomes next to no maintenance after that, right? Because, they don't need much extra water because they've evolved to be where they're at. And similarly from as far as like, pests, etc., whatever, they're, if there's some place that they're comfortable living, a lot of that stuff is, easier for the plant to deal with, I suppose. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, I feel like there's something I was going to say, and I, just lost my train of thought for something. Anyway, pop, pop, pop. I think I'm going to go back to here. Well, that went better than I thought. I don't know if you can make it out, 2161 as opposed to 1813, so it's, pretty large number, but, I don't know. Should we just try the next one and see what it looks like? Oh, zowie. I don't know that I can do this one. That just looks too confusing for me to even get my head around right now. It's not even all that many moves, but, well, let me just do a quick check. Because to get this... oh man, I don't see how to do this. It seems like you kind of have to take things apart. Right, like if you push this over, push that down, that'll fill you in there. But now how am I going to get back around? Well, let me just see something here. I'll probably not do this whole level, but I like the way it looks from just an aesthetic standpoint. It's a neat kind of design, but and I don't at all see where the last of these are going to get filled in. Let's just see if I can make one make sense. Because if I come around like that, how am I going to... oh wait, how many are there? I think there's too many in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many spots are there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 2 extra of these, so 2 of these have to come out. Alright, well let's do that first. Let's just take them out and then... and... alright. Are these all going to have that kind of situation? So maybe it's not so difficult, right? So they all have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so these all have 9 in them, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, they all have 9. And so, and these all, looks like they all have 11 in them, yeah? Yeah, they all have 11 in them. So they'll be taking 2, so that'll be 8. Wait a minute. Does one of them have more? Because this has 9. So if I take 2 out of each of these, that gives me 8. Oh, there's this one extra right there. Duh. Okay. All right, everything should be fine. So now what do I want? How do I want to do these, though? I think let's put this one in the middle. Yeah, and I think, all right, well, here, let's do this. This one goes like that. I think I can do like this, right, like that. Now can I rearrange these in such a way that that goes like that. Oh, you know what? Here, let's go back around. Is this going to work the way I want it to? If I push that down like that, and if I push this one like that, yeah, because then I can go around this way. All right, maybe this one isn't as scary as I was thinking it was. What do you know? All right. So that's not so bad. Can I do the other one in a similar manner? Or the other ones, I should say. Because are they all more or less the same? It looks like they kind of are. So I should be able to just go in and do them all. Now I can't even remember how I started it. So do I want to go... I want to go this way, right? Push that like that. Right, and then I want to go around. It seems like there's got to be a better way of doing it than this, but we'll stick to what we've got here, I suppose. And then now you can go here. Right, and then now let's go do these however they're going to work out. So alright, I think I push that guy there, push this one all the way down there. Push this guy there. I don't think I did this the same as the way as I did the other one. Alright, let's see, this one goes like that, like that. Yeah, this is more or less the way I did it. I remember for this little bit here. Okay, that's not so bad. And let's go over here, I think. And we'll do more or less the same thing, yeah? So I think I want to push that one up, go around. Push that one through and over. Push this one over and then out. And now I want to push this one there. That like that. How did I do this before? I think it's the way that the difference in arrangement for some strange reason has me kind of... It screws with my brain. I think I've mentioned before that I'm not as good as I am at a lot of different kinds of reasoning as far as like the logic puzzles and math and stuff like that. Spatial reasoning is the thing that I don't do that well. Okay. So let's do the same thing. I'm wondering if I do this. Hey, let me see if I do this. Push this one around like this. And then now... I still have to get one more out. Alright, so I guess I'll just take this one out. See, this is different than the way I did the other one, so... Alright. Yeah, this is all kind of weird. That's alright, it's gonna come out alright, and I will have solved it. Yay, what do you know? Wasn't as bad as I thought, although 581 to 351 is not so great as far as that number of moves go. Let's see, how long has this been? Only 26 minutes by the clock, and there'll probably have to be some editing from coughing and the like, so... Alright, do I know this one? Do I want to know this one? It seems like it should be fairly straightforward. But those can be deceptive, can't they? Because it seems like I just want to go... I feel like I need to go start at the bottom. Let's see if I do this. Push that there, push that there, push... Is it just that easy as to just do like this? It seems like a lot of... You know what I mean? Well, whatever, it is what it is. I think I'm not going to have a very good score, but... And I suppose it'll get faster as you go. But I'm certain that there's a clever way of... Now, like this, I guess. And like that. And so then we go... Yeah, see if you do this one first, right? It kind of messes things up, so yeah. And there we go, around like this. And we're going to go like this. Let's go like this. Oh, yeah, that one went pretty fast, huh? And again, alright, I think I need to find out. Shall we go look for one? Let's just go to here, see what does AC easy look like. Oh, wait a minute, this is not what I just did. It says I haven't solved this one yet. Can I do this one? Oh, no. Alright, so I think I have to do that like I did before, don't I? So I'm going to want to move that to there, which means that there, that there, that there, that... I think... Okay, I think... Yeah, that's what I need to do. I'm pretty sure I can maintain it, but we'll see. I have to be careful because, like I said, I always mess these up. So, boink, 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 boink. I think it's... I want to go in here, right? I think that's what it is. Well, we'll give it a go. And... Oh, wait, I just lost it again. So this one moves, this one moves, this one moves, this one moves. Okay, so here. Here we go, like that. I think if I just do it like this, and then this all comes down. No. Do you see what I just did? I just locked myself up right there. Yikes. Okay. I have to go from one up, and I have to go the other way, don't I? I have to move this one down, guess if I move this one up, that'll work, right? So, doink, 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 doink. I think it's this one now that I need to move. So let's just leave my arrow there. I don't know why I never thought about doing that before, just leaving the arrow to kind of mark something. I think mostly because I don't like having it on the screen, you know. Alright, now that filling it in is going to be a pain in the butt. Oh, you know, no it's not, because I can always... Alright, so let's do these first. Oh no, alright. I'm not sure which way's faster. Oh man. Nope, 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 nope. Bring that back, bring that back. I'm not sure why I moved that one over there, but alright, I did. So these can come down, down, down like that. And then... Okay, and then this one goes like this, and we go like that. And now let's go get these. And now we're going to do this. I keep looking at it if I already locked myself up, but I don't think I have. I think I'm okay. Well, we'll find out. Alright, let's go here. Dirt. And we'll go pick up this other one. And then we'll go down here like this and push this guy over there. And now let's go over and get this one. So this is actually kind of very much like that other one I did just a few minutes ago, isn't it? I mean, it's still checkerboard arrangement or whatever, and it's still, but it's the same basic kind of, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be so, I don't know, intimidated, is that the right word? By these ones with the checkerboard patterns. And now let's go get this. And we'll do this. And push this over. You know, I should have filled it down from the bottom, huh? And actually sort of had it have some actual sort of hourglass, you know, aesthetic or whatever, or following the, you know, the flow of it or whatever, right? I don't know. Anyway, what am I trying to say? Who knows? All right. And like that. And oh, I didn't want to do that. Why did I do that? Go backwards. All right, now let's go like this. And now we're going to go like this and go down. And now go up like this. And now we're going to go up. And we're going to do this. Coming down. And then going over and then down again. And then I'm going to go just like that. Alright, then I'm going to go up. And we're going to go like this. And I'm going to say this way, and then like this, all the way down. Listening to those, I don't know, I mean, I guess maybe sometimes the clicking comes through on the headset mic, but I mean, I kind of keep tapping on them in the hopes that it does come through a little bit, but I think I'm going to have to do that, like what I do on Mind Test for all of the video games. I'm going to have to just figure out a way of, yeah, well, not figure out a way, I just have to do it that way, I guess. Just sort of have a gameplay sort of, whether it's for Mind Test or, you know, whatever. Also, I put on, I don't know if I'll get it next payday or the payday after that, but anyway, sometime soon, I think I'm going to buy a cheap mechanical keyboard, because I know a lot of people like those sounds better, and I don't need it to be very good, or, you know, I just need it to make the noise, you know, because I like the keyboard I have is actually decent. Well, I don't know if it's decent by, you know, keyboard quality standards, but for me it's decent because it's kind of got that ergonomic bend in it, which helps me be able to type better. I find it actually does work for me anyway, the ergonomic shape of it. So I'm okay with, you know, the way this keyboard functions, but I don't know, I think it's worth spending, you know, whatever, 30, 40 bucks it would be for a mechanical keyboard that's, you know, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to do that, and then I think I'm just going to see if I can kind of, I don't know whether perfect is the right word, but get the strategy I use with the mics on the keyboards for Mind Test, so you can hear the clicks of that keyboard thing. You know what I mean? I'm even thinking of, man, here comes Bill trying to be all high-level production and all that crap. I was thinking of, because I do have those cheap, just little camcorder things, you know what I mean? So, you know, mostly I bought them so I could use them outside and that kind of thing. I was thinking of, like, having, you know, at least one of those set up so like I could actually have one that's not, you know, just the OBS camera, but do other footage, you know, so I'd have to do the whole clap, make sure they're in sync kind of thing. And, I don't know, so like, way I could do like multicam type stuff, you know what I mean? So we'll see. I think I need to spend a little time trying to figure that out, but it seems like if I could do it and have it be kind of consistent just across all of the games, you know? And then I could have them even all make their actual individual game sounds. I just make sure that I, you know, tailor and dial in the levels to make sure that everything is getting its appropriate due as to, oh no, now I need to figure something out because after I get this one down there, you see what's going to happen, because I've been coming in to fill in the left side. I haven't been leaving any space to move ones to the right side, because since it has the opening is 2 boxes wide, so it leaves me enough space to be able to do it, you know what I mean? Except for now I have to actually go try to fill in from that side. So what I need to do, I think, I don't know that I want to come in, because I can't really, can I? Now I want to do is this. I want to break these up, so here I need to do this. So I think I just need to do them one over each, yeah? Right, and then I can do this like this. Oopsie daisy, that's probably more than, this is going to be not the most effective way of doing it, but I think it will work. this way. And now I think oops, yeah, I'll back that up. I don't need to go there. I think having that space there will probably work. So then now I need, how do I want to do this? I'll do it this way. Or did I want to do that? No, I'm going to go around. That was probably not the way to do it, but oh well, it's what I did. And we'll go around over here. Come out. What have I done? I think I've screwed up somehow. I need to go around again, don't I? I don't think I've tied it in an undoable knot, but it kind of feels like maybe I did. It's this mess right here, isn't it? I can't. Oh no, it's all right here. I can't undo this, can I? Because if I push that down, I'm hosed. Can I get... Oh no, I'm going to have to start over, aren't I? Because if I push that down, that locks those up. And I don't see how to... Alright. Alright, if I put... Let me just go through it. This one can only be pushed down until that one moves, but I can't move it without pushing this one or this one. But if I push this one down, that locks those up, these two anyway. I can't push this one that way. Alright, well, let's start over. I need to figure it out. That wasn't the right way to do it. Yikes. I'm wondering, what do I need to do here? If I push this, if I go all the way to there, let me just try this, I don't know. I think I just lost where I was. I think it's this one, but let me just double check because I want. So what I'm thinking is, can I push all of these over, leaving a gap that I could undo? Let me just try this. I want this one, this one, this one. So I don't really need that one, do I? I can leave that one alone. But I need to get into this one like this, right? Right. Now can I do those? Alright, let me just see. I'll just do it more like the hourglass way of doing it, right? I'd say I'm thinking, have I screwed this up again? Because if I push this to there, let's try this. If I do this, I think I'm okay. All right. Oh man. Oops. There we go. And now. I don't know why I stop halfway in the middle when I'm pushing these down. I don't really need to, do I? I can push them all the way down and then turn. Right? I don't know why I wasn't doing that. Alright, let's get this guy. Let's not be in such a rush, Bill. There's no reason to rush at this point. Okay, I think... Have I locked these up again? Right, because I could take these in now, can't I? I could go around, take this one down, take that down, I'll go over, take that down. So this side will be able to take apart. Now it's this side. Can I get in here without locking these up? Because if I push this, that comes down. Let me try that. I think I'm going to be okay. I just have to make sure I do it in such a way that's not... Right. And now we'll go down. And I think if I do this... Right. And now we'll push this one down. You know what, here, let me get this one in the corner first before I screw myself up. Let's go up here, and now I'll do this whole thing again, over, and now down, down, and here we go, like this. All right. Now we'll go take this like this, and this like this. Alright, I think that can just go like that. And that goes over there, and now we go up. And here we go down, and we're going to go over like that, and now we'll go up, and we'll go over, and we'll go over, and down, and down we go. Okay, now we're going to come down. Okay, I think I'm fine now, as far as I don't think I will have locked myself up at this point. Zowie. Hang on here, let's go get this one in over there. this. Now we'll go over here like this, and then we'll come like that, and then come down. And oh no, I did do it again. Do you see what I did before? I keep making these things where these are locked in. Alright, how can I not do that? This can't get pushed. This has to get pushed there. No, it can't get pushed there because they're... Holy mackerel. I can't have these two there like that. If I push that one to there, then I have these locked up, don't I? If that's pushed to there. See if I push that there. I don't see how this is getting done. Wow. Again, it's the checkerboard thing, man. Because I can't push this one there. I can't push this one there. No, I can't. Until that's out of the way. But if I push that there, I've locked that one. You know, I don't know. Let me... This is weird. I'm going to try a thing. I'm just... If I do that... How does that do me any good? You know, I'm just kind of fiddling with looking at what happens when I do certain things to frickin' the checkerboard patterns. See, I'm uncertain how to... I'm going to start this over again. Come on. There we go. Why it wasn't taking the reset thing. Because if I could get... I can't put one here. Because if I do, I've locked that up. So if I put this here, like that, right? I just have to try some things, and I guess until I figure it out, until... So, boink, 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 boink. If I do those again, let's see, that's this, all the way, this line here. But I don't really need to push this one, do I? Alright, I could. Does this do me any good? That like that. I don't know what this is doing, if anything, for me, right? Right? See, that's like that. Right. Up. Now I can push this like that and this like that. What can I do here? This seems freaking not workable somehow. That just takes me right back to the checkerboard thing, doesn't it? Okay, let me see this. Like that. Now that goes like that. Now if I push, can these work like this? Or have I screwed? I've screwed that. How do I do this? Holy mackerel, what's going on here? So I can't push this one there, because I'll lock those. And I can't push this one here, because I'll lock these. But if I push this one here, what happens now if I do this? I'm going to start over again. I may have to skip this one. I may not be able to solve it, because I'm not seeing how to get that strategy even started. So I can't move this one out of the way to there, because that locks these two up. Pop, 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 pop. So the only way I could move this one there is if I've already moved this one out of its way. So I guess I have to move this one there. But that means I have to get... Alright, let me try that. If I move this, let me do these again. Right? Now, because if I push one here, I've screwed that, haven't I? So that's not the right way to do it, unless I can figure out a way of getting... What am I trying to do here? I don't know. Let's see if I move this up here. I don't know if this is helping me or not, but if I do this way, no, it's still... seem to be doing a thing for me. What if I do this, like this? Hmm. Well, no, I don't know how to solve it, so I guess let's go look for something else. Oh man, it's already over an hour. Yeah, let's not end on that. That's a sad, sad thing. Well, there you go. At least you know that you've seen the limitations of Bill. Let's find another. Maybe I don't need to find one with a gazillion moves in it. And let's stay away from checkerboard looking things. What is this one? Is this another checkerboard? Yeah, this is the one that I already did. Yeah. That was 16. So let's look over here. I've done that before. That seems... Oh, I just did that a little bit ago, didn't I? I did that a little bit ago, too. Alright, let's go. What's this? Oh, these are these face ones, aren't they? I don't tend to like these. Yeah, no, they don't. I don't know what it is. There's something about... They aesthetically bother me to the place that I just don't want to play them. Man, checkerboard stuff again, isn't it? Zowie. I'm going to have to try to figure those out and get over my mind block with them. Oh, I tried playing one of these before, too. I think this is the one that I tried to solve and I couldn't, and then I had to say I'm going to have to come back to it. Because there's this whole, like you push one over, and then you got to push one up, and then it's this whole strange cycle of getting them to follow each other. It's like a snake eating itself kind of a thing. Okay, we're not playing that one because I know I sucked at it before, so let's go back to catalog. So not the Smileys. AC 2023, man. So I don't want to do any of these ACs anymore because they all seem to have a lot of enigma. I think these are all just ones I've already seen, just slightly changed a bit. Yeah, let's go back. And Airy, I think I played these, or have I? Are they hard? Are they easy? Zowie, okay. Well, I have to go. Well, let's try this. If I'm looking at this, I have to go to the right, because if I push that over, it's on the wall. Nope. If I push this down, then it's on the wall. Nope. Push that up. Oh, I can't push up, so I have to go here. Which is what now? Well, let's just wander around and see what's what. So it lets me get out here like this. But how do I want to get out? Do I want to push this one up? Nope, I don't think so. I don't know that that does me any good. Although I guess it gets me to this guy, but where am I going to put him? Push it there, and that, what does that get me? Well, let's give it a go. Maybe if I do this, if I do this, what am I doing then? If I push this over, I'm locking that stuff up, aren't I? Because I don't see how to get back around to... So now that's not it. I've got to go here. I suppose I could push that one there. What does that do for me, if anything? Alright, this is kind of more looking like something maybe doable. Okay, I feel like now I can get around everything and be on this opposite side of stuff. Alright, so I need to, what do I need to move here? No, because I can't see how to get this one out of there. I just don't see. Alright, let's start it over. If I do this, if I do that. No, alright, I don't see this one either. I'll start it over again. Can I find it? Maybe not. That looks like that stuff of blocked up. Come on. I don't know that that's really doing me any good, is it? No. Alright. Let's go back to here. Maybe I can't solve any of these. Well, I guess I should have just tried to the next one, shouldn't I have? I'm not seeing this. I think now I've just got my brain kind of like going, dude, I don't want to do these anymore. If I push this over there. No, then that goes like that there. What happens if I do this here? No, that locks those up. Alright, these are too hard for me too. See, I'm not so good at this game. Alright. Alberto, have I played these? It looks like oh, these all look fairly, like they're fairly straightforward. I don't know if I played these ones for you guys. What is this one doing? These are having to come down and then go up. Oh, I see, they need to come down and around this way. So these four have to go up. And then everything goes across down here and this way. So these can go up while we're still filling in, can't they? Let's try this again. Doink to doink. I'm going to do this. Let's go get this one and put it there because there's no reason for it not to be there. And then now how am I going to get this the way I want it to be here now? Alright, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go down to the bottom here because I think I need to bring one down to give myself more room for the top. And let's move this one here. And then we can put that one just back down there. Or not back down there, but down there. Oh, wait a minute. Is that too many? It is, isn't it? Nope. Let's just do this, wind it back. Let's get all the way down to the bottom here. And then, alright, now let me see. Because because I think, alright, I've moved those. Let me do this now. And we'll move this here like that. That gets him out of my way. That goes like that. This goes like that. So I can go right next to him, can't he? Yeah. That goes like that. Now this goes like that. Oh man, okay, what do I need? Alright, I think I see what I need to do. I think I'm just kind of doing it all messed up. This needs to go here, that's pretty certain. Now here's the thing, do I need to be in and out of this at all? Yeah, I do, don't I? Because I have to be able to get these up. Or do I? No, that's not working. It's got it. Oh, you know what? Alright, let's just start over, Bill. Thing. I don't know why the button doesn't want to work for me sometimes. I could have just rewound. I could. I think. Let's do this. Do I need to screw with the bottom ones just yet? I don't think so. I think. Alright, you know what? Maybe I will go back and do that again like I had. Let's do this. Let's do this. Like this. Like this. Like this. And then like this. Yeah. Because that one will go down there eventually, yeah? Alright, so let's push you like that. Let's do this like that. Alright. I think I might have got a thing to go right now. Because if I can get this going in such a way that alright. I think I might be more or less okay now. Because if I push this one down into here now, then I can push all of those over one. This can come over and take that one's place, can't it? I think I'm okay. Let's find out. Or have I goofed a thing again? Because I don't think I need to come back through this little tunnel or path or whatever you want to call it. Right? Then, yeah, see now, Yep, yep. And then like this. Oops, and then like this. And like that. And now that goes like that. Okay, and then now that goes like that. And now this goes in there like that. And then now this one goes up here like this. Now wouldn't it just suck, right, if you put this bottom one in and kind of got yourself stuck in the bottom one. Actually, I guess you can't, can you? Because you could always, yeah. You see what I'm saying? I was thinking that wouldn't it be funny if I like did this one, right, and then went, oh, okay, now let me go get this one, and then went, you know, put this one, the last one away. And you go, oh no, now you're stuck down here, except for you're not. See, those are the kind of things that I always just like, somehow my brain freezes up on certain weird spatial stuff like that. In any case, so this was a bit of an up and down, wasn't it? As far as, you know, well, whatever, my ability to solve the puzzle. So hopefully you guys found it amusing for my to kind of just bumble around. You know what, here, let me get out of this mode. And here we go. So hopefully that was okay. Hopefully it wasn't, you know, frustrating for you to watch me not succeed. Or maybe you find it, you know, heartening that, you know, that, yeah, see, Bill's a human dude, he screws up too, right? Yeah, I think that's it. So I think I said everything at the beginning, you know, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, do the, you know, come visit the live stream. It's, you know, we have a lot of fun. Oh, you know, let's do a word this time too. The word is going to be, how about pixel, right? P-I-X-E-L, pixel. So today's secret word, if you've watched all the way to the end, and if you're the first one to put it in a comment, and you know, just somewhere in the comment, just, you know, pixel, and that you understand that that's you know, the magic word or whatever you want to call it. And then I'll pin you the first one. You know, what's that? I can't remember what those guys are called. It's these Australian dudes, and they just do like crazy weird stuff. Like they started off, I think, throwing things off this, like the top of a dam or something like that, and then they dropped stuff from them. I don't remember. They dropped stuff. That's what they do a lot of. Anyway, they did this whole thing for a really long time. That was the, you know, if you did a certain thing, we'll pin ya, right? The idea being to, you know, pin you at the top, and it was kind of effective. People seemed to get, you know, super into the whole we'll pin ya kind of thing. So, you know, pretty genius on their part. In any case, so if you remember that the word is pixel, and you're the first person to comment it, I'll pin ya. Aloha, siblings.